So this week's blog is all about online reviews. You know, the things where you get stars on Google, you get written reviews on Yelp and Thomson Local and Yale.com and all those kind of websites. And I know people get quite nervous about online reviews, so I thought that this blog post might help quite a lot of people. Now, reviews are a really powerful marketing tool. They can drive new patients towards you, but equally they can drive patients away from your practice, and clearly you don't want that. Now, before you get all uptight and all worried about negative reviews, I know some people get very anxious about negative reviews appearing on their profiles online. There are 6 things I just want to explain to you. First of all, a bad review does not mean you are a bad person or you have a bad business. Okay? It genuinely doesn't. And secondly, you've got to understand that your practice and your business is not a good fit for everybody, and that is as it should be. You should not be trying to help every single person because it's just not possible, okay? You've also got to understand that a negative review from a dream patient is actually a bit of a gift, because if they are genuinely your dream patients and they're giving you some negative feedback, you should be able to take that and improve the service that you're offering to your dream patients. So look at that as a gift and not as a kick in the teeth. Okay? Number 4, problems happen. We have bad days, systems crash, you know, this all kind of happens. But it does give you the opportunity to make a positive out of a negative. If somebody has left a negative review, you've got absolutely a great opportunity to publicly turn that situation round and turn a negative thinking person into a positive raving fan for your practice. Okay. Fifthly, some people are just wired to whinge. And if you've got wired to whinge patients coming into your clinic, you want them to leave your clinic as soon as possible. So let them, they've left their negative review, hopefully that means they won't come back. And sixth thing is every business has a bad day. You know, it just sometimes happens. And getting a negative review actually makes you look human. Who is going to trust sheet after sheet after sheet of 5-star reviews? If in and amongst there's a 2 or a 3-star, that is not going to crash your credibility. Your business is not going to nosedive. It just makes you look human. So what happens when you get a negative review? What do you need? What should you or could you do about it? First things first, if it's been submitted by a genuine person, you should respond publicly. All right, so go to the website where the review has appeared and respond to that review publicly. First things first though, calm down. Don't respond in the heat of the moment when you're cross and frustrated. And when you go to respond, don't get defensive. Don't start throwing in all the reasons why, you know, these things happen, or it shouldn't have happened, or the person's misunderstood you, or, you know, just don't get defensive. Calm down, respond publicly, but respond in a certain way. Okay? You have to genuinely want to put this right. Go back to my previous comment about if this review is from a patient who you would think you would like to see more of, then this is an opportunity for you to understand what the problem was and use that information to improve the service that you're offering. So genuinely want to put things right for this particular patient. So the first thing you want to do is thank them for their feedback. So go in when you're responding and say, thank you very much for taking the time to provide this feedback to us. You know, we're very appreciative of it. Secondly, empathise. You know, say something like, yes, we understand, or I understand, I think I'd be frustrated too given that situation. Okay, so you're empathising, relating to them and to the situation they found themselves in. And then apologise. Now, don't apologise for what has happened, because you may not be in the wrong. They may perceive you're in the wrong, but you may not be. So you're not apologising for what's happened, you're apologising for how they feel. Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel let down. Okay. Then set out to resolve the problem. Ask them, how can I make this right? How can I put this right? How can I create this, turn this into a positive for you? Ask them what they want you to do about it. Keep your responses short, and don't just go blazing in offering freebies or discounts or vouchers, because that just looks like a bit of kind of blackmail or bribery. Get them to come back to you with what they want, and then be seen publicly to give them whatever it is they want. Just don't go in offering freebies off the cuff, okay? Once you've resolved the situation, go back as the business owner to that review and summarise what the outcome was, okay? And then internally within your business, review what happened. Try and figure out what was broken or what process didn't quite work properly, and resolve the problem so that that doesn't happen again. Quite often when you do this and use this kind of system to reply to people and respond and actually resolve the situation, if you can, people will go back and they will amend their original review, or sometimes they'll actually take down that original review because they feel they've got such a good response from you. And the last thing you need to do is to be very proactive about asking for more reviews, and the effect that that has is it dilutes that negative review that's sitting there with many more positives. Okay, so be very proactive about going to your patients when they come to see you and about asking them to leave a review for you. And a great top tip for this is, if you're wanting reviews on Google, find your patients that use Gmail. If they use Gmail, that means they've already got a Google account, which means it's very easy for them to go in and leave a review for you. Okay, so dilute the few negative reviews that you've got with positivity, with positive reviews. So what do you do about fake or malicious reviews? We've heard a lot in the news recently about fake news. What do you do about fake reviews? Now, often these reviews can be removed by Google or by Yelp or whoever the website is where the reviews appear. But usually only if the review itself goes against the website policy on reviews. Okay, so you need to read carefully what their policy on reviews is in order to identify what if the review contravenes that policy. And if it does, you can contact the website and ask for that review to be removed, stating why you feel it contradicts their policy on reviews. If it doesn't infringe their policy, there's a very good chance, even if that review has been left by a completely fictitious person that you've never seen as a patient, they won't remove the review because it doesn't contravene any of their sort of written guidelines or policies on leaving reviews. The best advice I can give you is, if that happens, don't obsess about it. Okay, don't obsess about the fact you've got this really annoying review that's not from a real patient and it's sitting there on your profile. As before, be proactive about asking for more positive reviews, so you dilute the reviews on the negative review on the page by proactively asking your patients for reviews. Now, on this page there are some links for you to follow that will take you to the various websites and show you how you can apply to get malicious or fake reviews removed. As I say, it's not a given that that will happen, but certainly follow those links if you feel you've got a problem on one of those websites, and ask to get your reviews removed. That's it for reviews. If you've got any questions at all, you know what to do down in the comments section at the bottom of the page. Other than that, good luck with collecting positive reviews and dealing with any negative reviews that you get. And let me know how you get on. And I look forward to seeing you next week on the blog.